Guess what happened to me today?
There's a flag on the play, dude.
These are things that keep me up at night.
Being punched in the testicles?
This is Jose.
This is Gan.
Does anyone know where we are right now?
Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome back.
And I'm just going to jump right into it.
Going right at it.
I had a moment yesterday. You were there.
Moment, yes.
I did. I had a moment. So at the grocery store, I think you stayed. Yeah, you stayed in the truck. I was going to run in and grab a couple of groceries at the Heb. It's H-E-B. Anyways.
In Texas.
Yeah, and the grocery stores, you have aisles of wine. You have one aisle of just beer. And I think there's another aisle of like your hard liquor and stuff like that. And where we're at right now, we're down on the beach, primitive camping, if you will, just, solar panels and water pump on and the batteries. And anyways, it just reminded me a lot of like it just being here, smelling the ocean air, just memories flooding back of either being in the islands and what goes with being in the islands is drinking. So I just that was the weirdest thing because having a good day. I always thought that one of those moments where I would come close to drinking again would be when I was having a bad day or something horrible happened or it just really caught me off guard. It kind of shook me a bit because I kind of, I don't want to say bitchy with you. I know you probably say I was being bitchy with you.
No.
But it really caught me off guard. I just got in the truck. I'm like, fuck, I really want to drink today. Like it was a nice sunny day. We were, down by the water. It's, there's sand getting everywhere. I'm like, memories are flooding back to when we were down by the water last time in Pensacola, and it's pictures of us drinking a glass of wine on our little deck on the back of our trailer
for a
there.
Pina colada or
It just you kind of talk to me. You're like, oh well, why don't you? We could just have a glass of water. I'm like, oh my god, you don't get it.
But you find it's more. It's programmed in you that with this feeling comes booze.
Absolutely.
And that's what we've been running into, and I think that was you talked about it in our episode where we were traveling across the Maritimes, and you almost did it there because it was a beautiful night. And
we were on the ocean.
On the
it's
ocean.
The damn ocean that makes me want to drink.
It's a salt air, salt life, baby.
But I seen this guy on, again, probably an Instagram video. You go through the reels or whatever, and he was talking about how people that alcoholics or recovering alcoholics, anyways, their time was so filled with either thinking about alcohol or drinking it. So same with people who are recovering addicts with drugs as well. That's you're thinking, when's your next hit coming in, and that's what it was with me. I'd get up in the morning, and I never drank in the morning, but like get up and do my thing, and I would prepare my whole day so that in the afternoon I could have drinks and not have I was done and wouldn't have anything else to do because I'd be sitting there having drinks and either playing cards or walking on the beach, or like it would always be planned out. So if we went for a motorcycle ride, it would have to be early on in the day because
you'd be back by 3.
I'd be back by 3, so 2 or 3, so I can have some drinks before dinner, drinks with dinner, drinks after dinner, blah blah blah. So a big part of my time and my brain always involved thinking about having drinks or planning a new drink to try, or you know what I mean, like it just so now I have to fill up all that space in my brain with other activities, memories or other activities that don't involve drinking. So anyways, it's exhausting, and I think that's what he said. If you don't find something to do, that's where the problem will be, and you will what's that called? when you relapse. Yeah.
I think what happens to us is we're Gen X, so I mean, I'm going to say myself, I don't know when you started drinking, but I was probably about 15 when my friend Dan got me drinking and had a great time.
Yeah.
But we've been drinking since we were 15, and now I'm 56, and there's so many memories and instances that I met you at a bar.
Yeah.
Right? It's there's so many things that you do that always involve having alcohol. Hey, let's get together. We'll have a couple of drinks together. Why don't we get together for a couple of drinks? And why don't we, there's just so many things that alcohol is involved in. And if you don't drink, it's almost like you're not going to have
a good time.
That time.
I've had people tell me that I'm way funnier and more fun when I'm drinking. I'm like,
but you're more out anyway, so.
Well, anyways, I'm trying to be more fun. I guess I don't dance on tables when I'm sober.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm being facetious there. I'm just anyways, it just took me by surprise. Like, I just came walking out to the truck and I was just like, not in a rage, but like, I'm like, what the fuck's happening? Like, I'm in a good place. Like, why am I wanting to go and get really wasted? Because, like, I remember having those days, like, I just want to get fucked up tonight. Let's just get fucked up, and do you remember me saying that to you? Like, oh my God, it's beautiful on this beach. Like, I'm thinking right now, if we were drinking, our chairs would be out in the sand right now, and we'd be looking out at the ocean and we'd have a bottle of wine between us.
I'd be coming back to get the second bottle of wine by now.
Yep. Yeah. So anyways, I'm glad we didn't. But yeah, you have to, and I agree with what that guy said. He said you have to occupy your mind and yourself with different things, because you're so much of who you were and what your plans and everything revolved around your addiction. Anyways, I found that really interesting, and I really wanted to touch base on that and my little, but I get it now. Like, I honestly thought, it's all new to me, right? Because I've never done this before. So I really thought, I'm like, oh, if some trauma happens in my life, or how am I going to deal with that? Or, how am I going to deal with the trauma of that? Am I going to go to drinking? I don't want to go, but no, you don't need trauma. You just need to be walking in a parking lot towards your truck near a beach for it to.
It was something simple as you were looking for bacon that didn't have sugar in it.
Yeah.
Right? And if they didn't have sugar in it, and all bacon had sugar in it in the store you're in, then if I'm going to eat sugar, I might as well fucking drink. Like, if I'm gonna ruin my whole, we're not on sugar right now doing carnivore, so if I'm gonna have sugar in my bacon, I might as well have a bottle of wine. Yeah. It was that drastic of change.
Yeah.
It was
I'm telling you.
And now I'm on a beach, and I'm like, I want to drink. If I'm gonna hang on a beach, and I'm gonna eat bacon with sugar in it, I might as well have a bottle of wine.
Might as well.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, I went 0 to 100. Like,
it was that simple. It wasn't trauma.
No,
it was bacon.
It was bacon. Yeah, bacon was my trigger.
Or something.
Bacon was my trigger, man.
Oh, it's scary. It was quick.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, you never know when it's going to hit you, and that scares me. That's what scares me about that, is how it was nothing.
Sneaks up on you.
Yeah, how it was nothing that would make me extremely sad. I always thought that my trigger would be, if something traumatic happened, like, somebody passing, or you know what I mean, like. Anyways,
it's kind of a weird question, but if you were single, would you have just done it, or would you feel like you didn't do it because I was there? Like, would you feel like you're letting me down if you did it, or letting yourself?
I walked out of the store. I think did I find bacon? I think I did find bacon. If anybody's concerned about me and my bacon with no sugar,
we're good.
I think because we don't have booze in here, I would have been fine. I think I'm a little lazy as well, so I wouldn't have gone out to buy it. Mm-hmm. So I think I would have been okay. But
it's very easy down here. The wine selection in a Walmart is amazing.
It's
crazy and cool.
You can
Like,
get
it's
it
just-
anywhere. That's the thing is, and you know, when I was drinking, I would say, like, I don't understand what the problem is, you know, with alcohol being in all the stores and everything, and being at your gas station, you know, like it is in Quebec. Like, I don't understand what the big deal is, you know. But now I get it. Like, make me go to a beer store, make me go to an LCBO. This is Ontario, of course.
Yeah.
To go get my booze. Don't make it easily accessible to me in a friggin' Walmart or, you know, my grocery store. Like, there was 2 or 3 aisles dedicated to alcohol in the Heb. Like,
Yeah.
that's,
And you can get a vodka for $6.
well, that's the thing.
26 or a vodka for
It's dirt cheap,
$6,
too.
and it's like I spend more on the mix if I was getting that.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's just so easy and it's so available. It's got to be difficult down here to live that kind of life. It's
No. But anyways, I'm glad I didn't. I mean, obviously I wouldn't have, you know, because like I was explaining to you, you know, like when you were talking to me, I'm like, don't talk to me like that, you know, like, because it's new for you too, because you don't know how to help. You don't know what to say, right? Like,
Yeah.
am I right? Like, you don't know what to say to me, and
I know what not to say.
You know what not to say, because, you know, like some 30 years ago, I quit smoking, and you had said, not once did you say like how good I was doing or whatever, and I think I was probably about a week in, or not even, maybe 3 or 4 days in, I hadn't had a cigarette, and I went outside with a friend of mine that smoked, and I hadn't planned on smoking, but you said to me, you said, oh, by the way, I'm so proud of you for not
So
smoking.
proud.
I'm like, oh, right there, that little twig snapped in my head, and guess what I did? I went outside and I had a smoke with my girlfriend. So anyways, you know not to say how proud you are of me for not doing that, I think.
So help me out. What is something, if you're or somebody, or one of our listeners is going through something like that, or their spouse is going through addiction, is there something that I could say or do to help?
I think
Just shut up and listen?
just listening.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I there was nothing you could have said at that moment.
You'll bring yourself back, right?
Yeah.
So if I just go,
I did this because I wanted to. Like, there's nothing, you know, we talked about, you know, you had thought about going to meetings, and had you gone to meetings and I would have found out, I would have had a shit fit. Yep, I would have had a shit fit. Now, if you wanted to go to a meeting right now, like, because I'm still an addict, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing any alcohol or anything, but the fuck was I going with that? Oh,
if
yeah,
I could still go to an Al-Anon
and
meeting
I would
or
be
whatever.
totally okay with it. I could be like, absolutely, like, you need to heal from this too, and it's not just. But when I was, I'm going to call it when I was sick, because I was sick. That it would have been all about me, because that's what it was. I was very selfish. Anyways, I'm backtracking here. I obviously didn't drink. I don't want to. And
So you would self-correct anyway. I just need to listen and go, yeah, man, I feel it. It's the salt breeze. I want a margarita too.
that, or get me talking more. So, okay, where are you at right now? Like, what's got you going? And, you know, and get me talking. I think getting me talking, I think would be.
Yeah, it gets you through the process. It's like you can't just lock up on the last conversation, I need a drink. You got to get you talking, because you do talk yourself back into reality and where we are right now, and why you did this, not because of this, because of that. It's just, you just get talking, and you'll come to your own answers.
Yeah, because I'll do that with you too sometimes. You know, like when you go off a little bit, I'm like, all right, where are you at right now? What's going on? Like, and I think that's, you got to bring that person to hear. Do you know what I mean? And I don't get stuck in that memory of how good it felt, you know, because I'm remembering, oh, that was so good. But you know what? What about, when you got the same night when you were feeling so good, later that night when you were really fucking drunk and you picked a fight with your husband and, and then you went to bed and you got up the next morning and you're like, oh, I feel like I was an asshole last night. Yeah. And, and then you start telling me what I did and I'm like, I feel like a bag of shit. See, I tend to not want to remember those things. I want to remember like, it was beautiful. We held hands and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we listened to great music.
Yeah.
And the fire was wonderful.
Yeah, and that's the thing, And now, so now I know, certain things, being here by the beach, but I love it down here. So I'm going to do it without booze.
those would be triggers.
Yeah.
Right? It's no different than PTSD and the stuff we've been through with our trauma. It's, it's a trauma, it's an addiction, it's a sickness, it's a whatever they call it. It's an illness, I think it is. But same with PTSD. It's an illness. It's something that broken and misaligned in our brain. We get triggers, and we have to learn to see the triggers and get ahead of them.
Yeah.
It's a lot to take in. It's still relatively new. It's still pretty fresh.
Yeah, it took me off guard. Yeah, I'm 10 months now. January. It'll be 10. Oh, it'll be 11. Oh, 11 right. Months. Fuck, we're December. We're December today. Anyways.
Yeah, we're by the time this airs, it'll be mid-December for sure.
Oh, my God. Anyways.
So Christmas is coming up. There's another trigger.
No, that's fine. Because,
New Year's Eve. No. You're prepared?
I'm not. I don't even care about that. That's the thing. That's what I mean. It's so weird. We won't be around family. And by family, I mean not the family I enjoy. The family I don't enjoy, we're not going to be anywhere near them, so there won't be any trigger in that one.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm just being funny there.
Yeah.
But no, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with no drinking during the holidays. I mean, yeah.
Good.
I have no no attachment to alcohol with a holiday. It just yesterday took me off guard big time.
Yeah. Those triggers sneak up on you.
Yeah.
They're terrible. Yeah. I know.
And here I'm by myself in the grocery store, like you said, looking at bacon.
Bacon set you up.
And just I remember opening the truck door and I said to you, oh, I want to get drunk so bad.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, we're not.
That came out of left field.
I know. Anyways, okay. How are we doing?
We're good. That's about 15, 20 minutes. It's good.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone.
Thank you for my little rant and listen to that. And honestly, if you guys you need to drop a line sorry, I'm babbling on here. If you need to discuss anything or you have any pointers for me, I had a lady that reached out to me and she said, I don't drink either. So if you ever want to come sit with me, I was like, holy shit. That's awesome. So thank you for that. What else was I going to say?
No, I think it's great. Thanks for listening, everyone. And feel free to leave some comments and share this with someone who might need it. And
stay sober out loud.
Stay sober out loud. Keep talking about it.
Yep.
Keep talking about it.
All right. Bye.
Bye.